got peoples and shit that I put them onto your shit because I know how you get down with all the knowledge of old shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking,
appreciate
you know,
it, man.
pulling up the Egyptian shit because there's a lot of Egyptian shit that you know how time now we in the future and somehow as future comes it goes back in time to past. Shit like the past
It
is coming to the
does.
future. You know what I mean? Like a catch-22. Like we're so far in the future we think allegedly, but we still don't know how to make pyramids. But as we get closer and closer to
Exactly.
the future, we go backwards in time towards the past because we'll be able to know how to build pyramids in the future, and we'll go
Hmm.
towards the Anunnaki that used to fuck with DNA and create motherfuckers of all different genetic profiles. We're getting there. We're going backwards in time, basically, to
That's
go
the
forward.
best way to do it. Yeah. It ain't.
You
There's no
know,
other choice. That's your Ouroboros. That's your infinite circle, if you will. It comes right back around. That's how you do it. That's how we do it. That cycle.
hmm.
Straight up. You can't. We build
Hey,
off
you
the
found the
past, but
channel.
by doing that, we're still in the past. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's real shit.
Hey,
But
you.
I
The funny
appreciate
thing is,
that, nigga, man.
yeah, no doubt, man. Hey, listen, the funny thing is about the past that we don't even have to know it. I think a motherfucker could be fresh
Hmm.
off the boat, fresh off the island, and
Hmm.
don't know nothing, and take some psychedelics, and you be like, "What's this triangle fucking thing in the sand? Uh, what's this dude with
Uh-huh.
wings and the fucking elephant? Like, what's this elephant
Yeah.
face dude and the what's this like all the fucking things that are written everywhere that are fucking talked about in
Hmm.
every fucking that are copy, print, plagiarize, linguistically, whatever the fuck, they change it just by, it's only just a language barrier that changes it
That's it.
into something else. Like they call this
Yep.
dude Jesus here, his name is, you
Zeus over
know,
there.
Zeus over there, and over there he's Thoth, and over there he's
Yeah.
Buddha, and over there, it's not as the same person, it's a character.
Hmm.
It's an
But
energy,
Yeah,
we're
a
still
group of
stuck on
ideas
from the
it's a
past. We're
character.
still there with it.
that moves through
Yeah,
time. Well, time don't
absolutely.
even exist.
You know,
It's crazy. It's crazy because listen, they take the character and they plagiarize it to look like they want. They change the imagery and they do this. But then when you go raw and you take the psychedelics, you see the imagery of the bird face dude. You see the imagery of
yep,
the
without
hawk. You
ever
see the
seeing a
imagery of
play.
the elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many times Brooke sees the elephant and seen all these people? How many times people have seen Anubis when we talk about how many times motherfuckers do all the, like, you know what I'm saying? We see all these different
Hmm.
motherfuckers gold plated, gold shit on them, rocking jewels and shit, looking crazy in the somewhere, sitting somewhere doing something.
That's a good way to put it. It is somewhere
The
for sure.
imagination is not something just made up.
No, no,
It's
not
an
at
actual
all.
place.
Hey,
We
listen,
tend to limit ourselves with
we're
human
surrounded.
perspectives a lot.
Hey, listen, you're surrounded by imagination, bro. Everything came out of a
Yep.
blueprint that was
Yeah.
made. The phone, the fucking everything was a blueprint at one time that came out of somebody's brain that we pulled it out, put it on paper, and once we get it on paper, we put it into real. You know what I'm saying? It's just we're
Yep.
surrounded by imagination.
And he just set the
That's
vehicle
what we
off
said
to
at the
have a life
beginning.
of his own.
Hmm. Everything is, and that's a dope point that you made, though, so that a motherfucker that don't know no better can go there and see everything that we talk about, and people say that they experience. Be, and I think it's because taking it somewhere else. I think it's because it's written in us already. It's a part of us already. We just don't tap into it so commonly that we
DNA.
yeah, that's what I was. Yep, exactly. It's written.
Hey, listen,
So when you
a
go
lady,
there,
and
if a go ahead.
no. Finish your thread.
Like people that got to experience these realms before us left their imprint, but it was still imprinted into their DNA. So we go there just picking up where they left off, but experiencing what they experienced. We just add upon that. So a motherfucker that don't know no better is going to be able to tap into that link between divine being and these realms, and it's
Yeah.
going to be able to experience what the motherfucker before them experienced. Written in them, it's written in all of us. We just don't tap in commonly to recognize. You know.
Naturally, either unless you have a Kundalini awakening somehow because of the buildup of the
Mm-hmm.
of the all the molecules and shit in your spine and all that shit, the cerebral
Right.
cortex and all that shit pops off, but and it's still fleeting when it happens, and you don't know what the fuck is happening. Shit like that be
Mm-hmm.
happening, but these things, right? This lady in the documentary where they was doing talking about John Hopkins, I think it was, or no, it was the DMT, the spirit molecule research. The one with the so the spirit molecule research. They interviewed mad people who went through this. One lady was kind of shook, and she was like she didn't like it, but it was a full-fledged experience that someone else. They gravitate towards this for this type of experience. She said that she felt herself shrink down into herself, go down into her DNA, travel through her DNA, through her shit, and see all the fucking it was on some shit like we're just talking about now. We're talking about this now, and we're talking about it stemming from not from someone having a trip. We're talking about old passed down informational shit that it's like, okay, they're saying this, they're giving us keys, they're giving us like glyphs and stuff that we're interpreting like this must mean this and this must mean that, and we're fucking deciphering all this fucking information. But then it's like somebody that don't know nothing, like this lady took this shit and was like, I went into myself and through my fucking DNA and fucking blah 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 blah. And it's like, dude, it's confirmation, self confirmation, dog. Is beyond this shit.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a tendency, like Stan, to just build upon what you said. We have a tendency to only perceive, and it's not our fault 100%, but we have a tendency to perceive things only from a human perspective. We don't even pay attention to we're much more than human beings. So this lady and anybody who can take a trip and see these things raw, first time type shit, is exactly what we were saying. It's already written on it. Or you feel me? But we always look at it from I'm John or this and that, and I'm only this. I'm human. I'm a man. A father. We don't look and see that we are divine beings that are tapped into many different things. Just we are. No matter how you get there, that fact doesn't.
Hell yeah, I felt that many times that we like I am what I am no matter where I am, like whether I'm in the perspective, like no matter if I'm in the perspective of a rock or on the floor or in between floorboards or in some other place in the dimension, or if I'm not nothing, I try to see myself and I'm a camera floating around observing. I am me. You know what I'm saying? Like I could still sit there flabbergasted, like, oh shit, now I'm a fucking spark. Okay, I'm gonna be a spark now. Fucking keep it moving, like dog. But I'm still, like you transition, dog, and you got to go with the flow. You can't be shook, like, oh my god, I'm dead. I'm a fucking goddamn fucking shitty spark or whatever the fuck. Some people are just negative, or shit. they just can't let go, dog. They're so stuck on trying to be popular, so stuck on trying to be fucking cool and being followers to their boys or impress some other motherfucker or impress the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, be yourself, bro.
Tainow store, come and explore at the Tainow store, come and explore, Tainow store, come and explore, Tainow store, explore, come on, come explore the Tainow store, come and explore.